Hey, Dark Horse Nation. Hope you guys are having a good week. I thought I'd give you guys a treat, and for those of you across the United States who have not seen the Cowpens National Battlefield, I thought it'd be a good day to give you guys kind of a bird's eye view. And since the government shut down, the main gate is closed, so we'll be going through the back gate today, and so it's open to the public this way, but there will not be any services available inside the park. So I'm going to take you guys on a little hike and show you some key features of the battlefield and give you some commentary, and I hope you guys enjoy this. Alright guys, we're on one of the little side trails going up to the visitor center. It's a beautiful day here today, guys. I mean, it's probably about 67 degrees, nice breeze, and it's quiet, and there's no one here. And so it's gonna be a good little hike today. And I'm glad I'm able to take all you guys along, especially for all you guys who may not live here in the United States or who have never been to this part of the country. So I hope you all find this interesting today. don't know if you guys can see that through the fence, but it says this monument was erected by the Washington Light Infantry of Charleston, South Carolina, L.M. Hatch, Captain, April of 1856. Then the Cowpens Charter, DAR Custodians in 1938. It was pretty cool, guys. You guys might find this map interesting. So this was the map that was used in 1781. So this is called Race to the Dan River. General Morgan's army secured a great victory on the field before you. And so, in those days, you guys, this entire area was nothing but farmland. It was clear, and there were no trees hardly at all. And so this was just open field right here. Here was General Morgan's report to General Greene, and this is what he said. He said, our loss was inconsiderable, not having more than 12 killed and 60 wounded. The enemy's loss was 10 commissioned officers and over 100 rank and file killed and 200 wounded. 29 commissioned officers and about 500 privates prisoners, which fell into our hands with 2 pieces of artillery, 2 standards, 800 muskets, 1 traveling forge, 35 baggage wagons, 70 upwards of 100 dragoon horses with all their muskets. And that was report to General Greene, January 19th, 1781. And then it says from here, the army moved into North Carolina, where he dismissed the militia. The remainder of the army hurried to the Dan River in Virginia before the British could overtake and recapture the prisoners. So back in those days, guys, from Charleston all the way up to Kings Mountain, I mean, and through South Carolina, that would have been a trek in those days. Alright guys, we just left the woods and we're coming up on the back side of the museum, I guess that's what they call it. And I'll show you guys the monument here in front. It is a beautiful place here today. And we basically have the entire park to ourselves. Alright guys, we're here in front of the visitor center. As you can see, the parking lot is deserted, except for the rangers. And this is a cool monument. I don't know if you guys will be able to see it. The sun is pretty bright right here. And it says, on this field, American troops under Brigadier General Daniel Morgan won a signal victory over a British force commanded by Lieutenant Colonel Bannister Tarleton, January 17th, 1781. British Forces, Lieutenant Colonel Bannister Tarleton, Commandant, Tarleton's Legion, 550 men, 7th Regiment Major Newmarsh, 200 men, 1st Battalion of the 71st Regiment Major MacArthur, 200 men, Detachment of the 17th Regiment of Dragoons, 50 men, Detachment of the Royal Artillery, total British, 1,050 men. This says, the Congress of the United States has caused this monument to be erected on the site of the Battle of Cowpens as a testimonial to the valor and an appreciation of the services of the American troops on this field in behalf of the independence of their country. And this is a list of the American forces. Says Brigadier General Daniel Morgan, Virginia Commandant, Major Edward Giles, Maryland State Regiment ADC, Baron D. Beach Volunteer ADC. The Continental Troops, I don't know if you guys can read this. The Light Infantry Maryland Line Continental Establishment had 290 men. Militia Troops, Colonel Andrew Pickens, South Carolina Commandant. Major James Jackson, Georgia Brigade Major, Virginia, 200 men. Georgia, 100 men. South Carolina, 100 men. The 3rd Regiment Light Dragoons, 80 men. Total Americans altogether, 970 men. Alright guys, just to give y'all an idea of how large these cannons were, Miss Jan, come back around the side here and stand beside the wheel. So guys, it shows you how big this artillery was for that time period. It's pretty awesome, guys, if you think about it. And the actual cannonball that would come out of this thing was as big as my fist. I mean, massive. So, yeah, can you imagine having to haul these things around and through wooded terrain? It would have been quite an endeavor. I know Miss Jan's having fun today out this little expedition I have roped her into. Hey guys, just wanted to share this tree with you. Look how round the top of that tree is. I mean, Mother Nature is amazing, guys. Such a beautiful day. We got a few more key points of interest I want to share with you guys, and I'm going to try to keep this short. But I just wanted to share our day with y'all. And yeah, I just love getting out like this. And I would encourage all you guys to do the same when you're able. This is called Morgan's Flying Army. It says Morgan's Army came from many states, the two Carolinas, Delaware, Georgia, Maryland, Virginia. They were joined by the militia, some of whom had helped destroy the British army of loyalist Americans under Ferguson at Kings Mountain. They camped nearby without tents and nervously awaited the dawn. Alright guys, we are on the trail, the Green River Road they used. You go towards Kings Mountain, and it says the Over Mountain Victory National Historic Trail preserves and commemorates the route of Patriot militia during the 1780 Kings Mountain campaign. During that historic event on October 6, 1780, American forces stopped here at the Cowpens to rest and eat before continuing on that night in pursuit of the British force. It says part of a larger national trail system, the Over Mountain Victory National Historic Trail stretches approximately 330 miles from Abingdon, Virginia, through East Tennessee, over the high mountains of North Carolina, across the Piedmont of North and South Carolina, to Kings Mountain National Military Park. It is administered by the National Park Service. So we're going to walk some of this old road, guys, and I hope you find this interesting. If we get lucky today, guys, maybe you might see a deer, coyote,
bear.
Yeah, even a bear maybe. But yeah, this is part of that old road in the Kings Mountain, and if you guys can imagine what that would have been like, that would have been quite the endeavor. There you go. This is an old family gravesite here at the campground and a battlefield, and then dates back. You can't read it on this one, but this one was a young boy who was 7 years old and passed in March of 1859. And his name is John V. Ezel. And this is Nathan Byers Private Continental Line Revolutionary War, 1749 to 1846. And this is what I wanted to share with you guys. I thought you might find this interesting. And as you can see, someone left a token. So back in those days, guys, a lot of times they didn't have stones, I mean, like we have today, and they would just take a flat rock and put it in the earth. And sometimes it would have inscriptions and sometimes it wouldn't. Now this one you can't see on it either. It's worn away. You can just listen to the silence and the wind blowing through the trees, guys. I tell you what, it's amazing out here today. Alright guys, I thought y'all might find this interesting. So it says the footprints on the ground approximate the position of one man in the Continental Army. It says the height of the common soldier was 5'5". So the Continental Army at Cowpens says this line consisted of Continentals from Maryland and Delaware, as well as militia from Virginia and North Carolina, seasoned veterans under Lieutenant Colonel John Eager, Howard of Maryland. They had served at least 1 year and were Morgan's most reliable troops. Many served for the duration of the war. They were trained, paid, and uniformed by the Continental Congress. So this right here, guys, this is the average height of a militiaman. So Jen, go over and stand beside him if you will. Just give you an idea of the height. And you're how tall, Jan?
5'2".
Jan's 5'2", so the soldier about 5'4", 5'5", somewhere around there. So that was the average height of men back in those days. Goes to show you how times have changed. But I thought you guys might find that interesting. There you go.
A pea shooter. Yeah, it says the height of the common soldier was 5'5".
Yeah. So we're standing right here, guys, there. So, says the American second line of defense stood in position here. About sunrise, the British appeared, the militia, though not trained to stand against massed British bayonets, fought well and shot with deadly effect. So from right here, guys, that direction there is where the British came from. And the sharpshooters on this side would have just picked them off, especially the ones who were on horses, would have picked them off like it wasn't anything. But back then, all of that, there was no trees, it was all open farmland, and you could see. And so you can imagine the advantage that the American forces had from this position. So now all this is grown up, and this used to be open as well. Alright guys, we are right here, if you can see that. And so, if you look across that field, this is the first line. And right here it says the sharpshooters at the skirmish line waited until Tarleton's army got within shooting distance. Their orders were to slow Tarleton's advance with well-aimed rifle fire, and then fall back to the militia's second line. As the British came within range, the militia delivered a deadly fire, dropping 2/3 of the officers, then funneled back through the Continental line. So from right here, they have a silhouette of one of the sharpshooters. So he was aiming in that direction, and that was been the direction they came across the field right through here. Like I say, years back, all that was open farmland. Jan's hiding.
Get down. You can't see me.
Comedian.
Yeah, always.
Says in 1781 this field was a grassy meadow dotted with tall hardwoods, native grasses, and cane. Today the land is being restored to its appearance at the time of the battle. Alright guys, we're coming upon the Scruggs house, and I think you guys will find this interesting. And it's where family lived here a very long time ago, and I'm sure you guys will enjoy this. And it's been a pretty good hike for the day, and just beautiful out here, guys. I mean, beautiful. Not a cloud in the sky today. We're getting close, guys. Look at that magnificent pine tree. So we're getting close now. Alright, this is it, guys. This is the Robert Scruggs house. I don't know if you can see that. It says Robert Scruggs married Catherine Connell, and in 1828 his father, Richard Scruggs, gave them 200 acres of land. They had 11 children and added unto the home as the family grew. Life at the time was hard. Yeoman farmers raised corn, wheat, potatoes, and livestock, while their wives tended to household tasks such as spinning wool into yarn, rendering animal fat into soap, and maintaining a vegetable garden. So, can you guys imagine raising 11 kids in this little house? I mean, even the house I grew up in on the mountaintop was larger than this one. I don't think we can see inside. No, they have a solid door there. But for the most part, this house has a lot of the original lumber. They have worked on the house over the years. But it's neat. You don't see this kind of home much any longer. Huge fireplace. I'll see if we can see inside. You may not be able to. No. Sorry guys, you can't see him, but yeah, it's just it's been an interesting time. And back in those days, the house I grew up in, the foundation was laid on rock, just like that. So you can imagine out on the front porch back in the day, overlooking the farmland. I mean, just been peaceful and quiet. It's been amazing, guys. What do you think, Jan?
I think it's cool. It's got two, you can see a little bit inside, 2 rocking chairs and a table. Things like that. Not the comforts of home as we know it.
Yeah, you're right about that. It's been a whole lot different. Alright guys, I thought y'all would find this interesting. I've got one more place I want to show you if my battery does not die. And I didn't mean for this video to be as long as it is, but I just thought you'd find all this interesting. And we're going to call it a day after that. Yeah, it's a solid door. What? Huh? Oh, that's probably got that gate there, baby.
Yeah, and a log in front, so you can't open.
Yeah.
Man, that's cool.
Yeah, that's cool. Miss Jan says, "You're what, Jan?"
I'm tired.
She's tired. She's walked a lot of steps today. We still got to make it back to the car.
Yeah.
So we're is a couple of football fields away yet. Anyway, she's having fun. So, alright. We'll catch you guys here in a bit. Alright guys, this is going to be the last point of interest for the day. And this is just on the skirts of the battleground, outskirts of the battleground. So this old fireplace dates back a long time, and this thing is, holy crap!
Oh, spider web?
Look, that's one of those invasive spiders they've been talking about. Where's it at? I don't know if I can get on film or not. No, knock it down. Oh, I see it. Never mind. No, I don't see it. Point it again, huh? Wait a minute. Where's the stick at? Oh, yeah. There it is. Yeah, you guys, this is one of those spiders that's invasive to South Carolina now. I can't really get a focus on it, but hey, I just happened to see that thing. Wow. Anyway, back on topic. Walk under this creature.
This way a little bit.
No, the web's over there.
Huh?
Anyway, we're gonna Yeah, I see him right there.
Okay.
Let's walk under here because his web goes all the way there. Lord have mercy. Thing's ugly. Anyway, that's the first one of those I've seen. But anyway, this fireplace is huge, guys, and you can imagine the house was being this size to have a fireplace this big. So I don't know if you guys can see this. It says in 1802, local resident Michael Gaffney observed every farmer or planter is his own shoemaker, tanner, tailor, carpenter. In fact, everything comes by the farmer and his family. Says they must do everything from plowing, cooking, and says the Virginia Tidewater designed rock chimney, popular before the American Revolution, had 2 steps on both sides of the base of the flue, demonstrating one element of this style. Says few notable examples of this architectural design still exist in South Carolina. It says that Richard Gross II bought 100 acres adjacent to Cowpens Battlefield after the South Carolina General Assembly opened vacant land for sale. Around 1811, he built a log cabin, probably with a split log roof and dirt floor, and the family sheared wool, churned butter, and slaughtered animals to eat and to sell. Descendants lived in the house until it burned in 1961, leaving only the chimney. But I thought you guys might find this interesting. And this huge, huge walnut tree. And for you guys who've never probably seen a walnut tree, here's what they produce. Yeah, they're pulpy, soft, and then you pop this soft shell off and there's a hard walnut, and it takes an act of Congress to get into the shell. But anyway, I thought you guys might enjoy seeing this. Jan, you want to come over here and stand beside the fireplace? I'll get Jan to stand by it and give you an idea of how large this fireplace really is. But can you imagine the amount of wood it would take to keep a fire going in this thing? Youngins back in those days had to work. I'm gonna get Jan to go stand beside it and give you an idea how big this thing is. So as you can see, Jan's head comes to just underneath the hearth. Now come over here, if you will. Jan's son is right there. Don't trip. Don't trip. Anyway, guys, so this is how big that fireplace is. I mean, you get several people inside that thing. It's crazy. But I just want to show you all that. And with that, guys, I know this video probably went too long. And please like, please subscribe, share. Thank you so much for watching the videos. And I hope you guys enjoyed our adventure for the day. And now all we gotta do is get back past the big gigantic spider that's not supposed to even be here. And I will catch you guys later with another video sometime. With that, y'all be blessed, stay safe, God bless you all, and take care. Anything you want to say, Dan?